Hello everybody, welcome back to Buzz Cooks. Today we're doing easy lasagna. Sometimes you want lasagna but you don't want to spend half the day making it. Well, this is the recipe for you and the family. So let's get started. I've got five sausage links. I like the hot, but you can use the mild. I'm just going to season with a little bit of Italian seasoning. Pop in the oven at 350 for about 1 hour to get nice and cooked. While that's cooking, we're going to work on our sauce. A little bit of good olive oil into our saucepan. We've got about half a cup of a yellow onion that I've diced up. We're going to add that to the oil and saute that onion down a little bit. Next, I've got a teaspoon of salt, pepper, and oregano. Put all that into the onions and cook some more. Next, we're going to add about 2½ cloves of garlic. You know I like to use the paste, it's convenient. But if you don't use the paste, just microplane or chop real fine. And we'll get that in cooking with the onions. And as soon as that garlic becomes fragrant, a large can of San Marzano tomatoes. And that'll stop the cooking process of the garlic and capture all that flavor. Now we'll use a wooden spoon, and as this cooks down, we'll break down those tomatoes. Next, we've got 5 or 6 nice leaves of basil that we're going to roll up and tear and place into our sauce. Always important to tear it, don't cut it. Tearing it allows more of the oils from the basil to get into the sauce. And we'll mix that up, put it on simmer, and we'll just let that cook while we work on our pasta dish some more. So I've got a nice Dutch oven out, filled with a couple quarts of water. I'm going to add a good amount of salt, bring it to a boil. And then I've got this pasta from Dacecco, Paccheri number 125. It's a ring pasta, but it's much larger than what you're used to and thinner. I like this because once it cooks and you put it in the dish, it flattens out almost like a lasagna noodle. So if you can find those, grab them. Otherwise, you can use a ziti. Works just as well. So anyways, our sausage is done. Took it out of the oven. Now we're going to cut it up nice and thin. And we'll set that to the side and wait to assemble our lasagna. Pasta's done. Just going to use a strainer, a spider, and strain the water out. Put it right into a nice big mixing bowl. While I'm doing that, if you could please remember to like, share, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment if you can. Now once we have the pasta strained, we're going to put the sausage in, give it a good mix. Then we're going to let that set and cool for a little bit, because our next move is to add whole milk shredded mozzarella. And you don't want it hot, because then the cheese will start to melt before you mix it up. So about half a bag of whole milk shredded mozzarella. Then we're going to ladle in a few big ladles of our sauce that we made earlier. And we'll give it a mix. And you notice right away, we're going to need to add a little bit more sauce. And there you have it. So I've got an 8x10 baking dish that I've greased down a little bit. I'm going to add the mixture to the baking dish. Spread it out nice and even. Top it off with a little bit more of our homemade sauce. And then we're going to top this off with some fresh mozzarella. And once we get this topped off, I've got the oven preheated at 350 degrees. So we'll finish topping off the mozzarella. We're going to pop this in the oven for about between 30 and 40 minutes until that cheese starts to bubble nice. And then it'll be ready to let rest, slice up and serve. And you've got a delicious, easy lasagna for the family in half the time. All right, enjoy. Family will love it. And come back for more videos. Appreciate you. Thank you.